Next question is from 3RW Parks 3 on YouTube. I've been brewing for about 9 years. After watching Brew School, which is a series I have, I believe we were brewing Munich Dunkel in that one. It's a good time. My buddy Dustin is in house, and he's recording me. And it's probably one of the first series where I feel, one of the first Brew Day series where I feel comfortable doing my thing, and I think it helped having Dustin there because he's a fun guy. He asks good questions, and I've known him forever, so it was a lot of fun. And that's also a reminder for all of you that are newer to the channel that don't know. There's tons of, jump into the playlist. There's brew days, tutorials, all sorts of things back there. The back catalog is very strong, if I do say so myself. So he was watching, Parks was watching Brew School. I realized how close my brewing technique is to a professional's method. I started extract brewing and then moved on to a combination of extract and grain. Eventually I went to all grain. This all happened within the first year of brewing while accumulating my equipment. In the process, I moved through various stages: water additions, pH, better equipment, CO2 transfers, and conditioning. My last step, and much needed step, is more controlled fermentation temperature. After seeing the pros do it, I am very happy with my brew house garage. I now know I'm doing it the right way. Great videos. Well, first of all, thank you for all the kind words. That's really, really very nice of you. Like I said, that Brew School series in particular was probably the first time I did something that I felt really good about, that I posted on YouTube. So that's a fun one. You should check that out. It's informative, and we had a good time shooting it. But you mentioned kind of that progression as a home brewer. You know, there's a lot of different reasons for making beer at home. You know, some people want to make beer so they can drink beer. Some people want to pick it up as a discipline. You know, fun for a hobby. You are, you know, the chef cook type, right? Or you are the equipment and gadget guy, right? There's plenty of different ways that you can angle at this hobby. And you know, one thing I do want to mention is, yeah, I mean, it sounds like your list of things that you're doing well. That all sounds great, you know. And but what I will say is, I think sometimes there's a miss. Sometimes I think there's this notion that if a pro is doing something, that's what you should be doing. And in some cases that can be, you know, but just because somebody's doing it professionally doesn't always mean that their processes are the tightest. That goes for me as well. I'm constantly learning and evolving my practices. And I think that's a really important thing to remember. But I mean, you know, the big picture of the whole thing is just enjoying that growth, enjoying that process, and just, I don't know, sticking with it and having fun with it, you know. When I was home brewing, for me, I was very equipment lean, and I was very focused on cheap ways that I could make the best beer I could. So I was fortunate because I had a cold Michigan basement, which is basically like 55 degrees almost year round. And so all I had to do was bring my carboy to the basement, put a heating wrap on it that was on a Ranco temperature controller, and it was constantly pushing the temperature up. So temperature control was really easy for me. I mean, the main thing I invested in was growing up appropriate yeast cultures, fermentation, and cleaning and sanitizing. That was the nuts and bolts of what I really focused on at home, and it paid off a lot. So I'm glad you're getting value out of the videos, and yeah, this is one of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. So cheers, man. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're gonna maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.